Okay, guys, let's talk real quick about how we're going to do our random selection to pick the 25 colleges for our project. Basically, what I want Excel to do for me is use a random number generator. That's how I'm going to do my selection. So just to show you the concept here, next to the first college, I'm going to click that empty cell. I'm going to come up here to the formula bar, click in there. I'm going to hit the equals key on my keyboard, and I'm going to start to type the word random. And as I do that, I get two options. Notice the first one says a random number generated between 0 and 1. So I'm going to double click that feature. This will be the easiest thing to do. And then I'm just going to hit enter, and it's going to generate a random number between 0 and 1 in that cell for me. Now what I want to do is I want to have a random number next to every college's name, and then I'm going to sort that list and just pick the top 25. So I'm going to go ahead and copy. Let me do right click, copy that cell. Then I'm going to click here, and I'm going to scroll down to the bottom of my list. So I believe I have about 500 colleges here. I'm going to scroll down, and then I'm going to hold the shift key, and I'm going to click. So shift click, and it was supposed to highlight. So I'm going to click the bottom cell. Let me scroll all the way back up to the top. I'm going to shift and then click, and it highlighted all of those cells for me. And then I'm going to right click and paste. And what I want to do is paste the formula. So I'm going to choose, I don't want to paste the value, I want to paste the formula. And it's going to generate random numbers next to every single college. Notice how all of those colleges has a different number. They're all different random numbers. So what I'm going to do in this case is I'm going to do a sort, and I'm going to have Excel sort the numbers from smallest to largest, and in essence selecting 25 random colleges based on that random number generator. So I'm coming up here to the right, I'm going to click sort and filter. I'm going to go from smallest to largest. And what it wants to do is, what it's asking me is, do you want to just sort the numbers, or do you want to expand the selection and pair the name with the number? And that's what I want to do. I want, this number 0.206998 paired with University of Toledo. So I want each number paired. So I'm going to say yes, expand the selection, click sort, and then it just sorted all the colleges and universities based on that number. So you can see over here on the right, they are no longer alphabetical. They were sorted chronologically based on those random numbers. Now here's something that's really weird. I don't know why Excel's doing this. I'm sure there's a reason. I don't truly understand. But when it sorted the random numbers chronologically, it then regenerated new random numbers. So notice these aren't in order anymore, which is really weird. So when I did the sort feature, it definitely sorted based on those random numbers and then regenerated the formula again. That's no big deal. We have our random sort based on the original random number next to the college. And I'm going to take the first 25 colleges. So here's really the first college. So I'm going to go from 2 down to 26. Right, so from 2 down to 26 will be my first 25 colleges. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click and I'm going to copy. And then I'm going to come down here and click to add a new sheet. So I'm clicking to add a new sheet, and then I'm going to click and paste the names of the colleges. All right? And then just to make this look a little prettier, I'm going to come up here and double click right on the border of that column. Well, it doesn't want to work for me. I'm going to open that up because I want to see the name of the college all in one line. Okay, so click and drag that, and there's my 25 colleges and universities that I have selected randomly. So I'm going to come back over here. I don't really want this sheet anymore, so I'm going to click the tab. I'm going to right click the tab, and I'm going to delete that tab. Yes, I want to delete it. And now here's my one sheet that I have. So I'm going to go ahead and come back down here and right click, and I'm going to rename this sheet, and I'm just going to say, here's my colleges. Hit enter, and there is my random selection. So let me go ahead then and click File. I'm going to do Save As, and I'm going to save this into my desktop. I'm going to pick a place, And then I'm going to choose a name. Let me put it into my documents folder, and I'm going to call it list of public universities for the moment, and save, and I can continue working with that.